All right. So this next one is our last video game for the day because of technical issues where one of the thumbnails looked like it was going to be video game, like it straight up just looks like a video game, and then it wasn't. So we kind of got screwed a little bit there. Yeah, but otherwise, this next one is a game that is very near and dear to my heart. It introduced me to this world. Have you played this?
Yeah. This one, no. I haven't played this one. Or this series. This is part of the series.
Okay, so you played the sequel. Played number 2, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so this is looking like it's going to be... I love this game series. I liked the Total War games related to this series. So, did you start playing those? I told you to check them out.
I've played the Total War series since it ever started.
Well,
I stopped when these came out, and then you got me into these ones.
Yeah, because these are the best. I could never imagine playing any other Total War game after playing this, because I was like,
yeah,
how are you going to beat... We'll get into it. Let's check it out, guys. We're watching the trailer. Warhammer 40K, 40,000, Dawn of War, Definitive Edition announcement trailer. Coming at us from Warhammer. With the Google Chrome extension, we can see it's got 391,000 views, 20,000 likes, and 662 dislikes. So we're going to like the game trailer as we do with all game trailers, except for mobile game trailers, which we hate, so we dislike that. Yeah. So Warhammer 40K and Warhammer are two different things. Warhammer 40K is sci-fi. Warhammer in general, just Warhammer, is fantasy. So in Warhammer 40K,
and that's what's always throwing me off. Like I got all the Total War Warhammers 1, 2, and 3, and I got Warhammer Vermintide 2.
Yeah,
but I don't have Warhammer 40K. Yeah, I don't have the
Warhammer 40K is cybernetically enhanced soldiers. They're space marines and all this stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's a future war where orcs. There's elves basically, but they're Eldar. And it's just like, think fantasy characters, but they're like if they were in a sci-fi thing. So you got like orcs with machine guns, and then Warhammer is different. Warhammer is dragons and elves and all that awesome stuff. And the Total War games are awesome but how could you go to a different Total War game if you're going from Total War Warhammer with dragons and centaurs and elves and lizard men, and then it's like, okay, well now go and play the Egyptians. It's like I don't want to play the Egyptians. I want to be able to summon armies of undead and ride a skeletal dragon as a vampire lord. But anyway, Warhammer 40K Dawn of War, 40,000 Dawn of War, for me was kind of my introduction to the Warhammer series. My dad had even painted figures when he was younger, like a teenager, and I never knew about this. I've seen the figures, I didn't really know what they were, and then somebody introduced me to this game. I think I was like 10, and it was just it was a good experience. So I liked this. Let's check it out though. I don't know what they mean by Definitive Edition. Just so you guys understand, by the way, this game came out in 2004. We're about to see what it looks like. I'm wondering if this is, when it says Definitive Edition, like, is it a remaster?
Yep.
Like, what are we?
It's probably a remaster.
What are we
usually?
And
it's kind of like what they did with Oblivion and stuff. They did a Definitive Edition, which was a remaster. Or not Oblivion, but Skyrim.
Okay. I own all of these. Dawn of War 3 is not good. People don't like it. Dawn of War 2 is a completely different type of game. $35 for Dawn of War. And you know why? Because it's worth it. even today. What's really cool is you see this right here. They have these mechs.
Yeah.
Where you see these mechs, and they can pick up enemies, and in the middle of the battle, they'll pick up enemies, and you'll see them so you it's kind of like the Total War Warhammer games, where you see the big units.
Yeah.
The units are fighting. You don't have individual soldiers. You have units here. The mechs are an individual unit, and they'll battle. But in this, you can actually see them directly interact with each other. So you'll see them actually sword fighting, and then they'll stab.
Yeah.
And the guy will get stabbed, and he'll, ugh. Okay, well, those mechs are so cool because they'll pick up an enemy and spin it, and you'll see the guy spinning around, and then they go, and that is them, like, slamming it down and snapping the spine and throwing it away. Like, it is the coolest thing. And you don't see that. You don't see that in RTS games, that level of detail and viscerality. And that's why I'm saying it's still worth it today to go play. So I would recommend, guys, spend the $35, buy the game. It's pretty good. Let's check out the definitive edition, though, and see what we're getting here with it. All right, we got a 2-minute and 17-second trailer. Tommy, are you ready?
Always ready.
Here we go.
My faith is my shield. My faith is my shield.
Oh my God, does that look good? This is the opening cinematic for the game. Oh man, did you see that? Wait just a second, because I love. Wait. Because one thing that's wrong with this is if you go back and play it today, it feels very zoomed in. So I'm waiting to see the actual UI. So let's see. Okay, so this is the original opening cinematic. This is what the cinematic looked like in 2004. So I mean, okay, so here we go. So there's that. Oh, I'm gonna buy this.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Do you see how they?
Nice.
Like what?
Yeah.
You're gonna see it. You're gonna see the individual units fighting. Again, that's the cinematic.
Even in death, I still serve.
That's a dreadnought. Oh. I'm trying to show you. Oh, by the way, it was right here. Watch this. Watch this. You see that? Watch right. You see that guy right there?
Yeah.
You see what's happening to him right now? The individual unit is being picked up and spun. You can see the guy spinning. Yes, it's so cool to watch your guys fight each other in this game. So watch him. Here it is in full speed. Here we go. Yeah, and he does. Yeah, it's awesome. Look at, see, that's actually happening in real time in the battle.
He just throws away.
Yeah, isn't that awesome? Okay, so then, oh.
Wow.
Yeah, and then in the expansion, they introduced Necrons. Look at and the Tau. I love the Tau too. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Just a second, because I just realized that guy looks so much better than the original. Oh my God. Okay. These guys are basically space terminators. These are the Sisters of Battle.
No, that's Solaris. What are you talking about?
Oh. Yeah, this is the coolest thing. It's a giant vehicle, and it messes people up.
That's so great. Holy crap.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this game was awesome when it came out, and they haven't made one like it since. Even the, like, Warhammer 40,000 3, Dawn of War 3 is actually not big. And Dawn of War 2 was a different type of game. It was where you had one squad, and you went through different missions with that one squad.
There is no such thing as innocence, only degrees of guilt.
4K support.
Yeah, and you hear so there's a whole bunch of lore behind this. Basically, humanity is locked in constant war after they go to space. Like space, they master space travel, and they're just locked in constant war. And what that means, like, they're just fighting all the time, and so they basically go into actual. I want to say this very clearly here. Actual xenophobia and racism. like not racism, but like actual xenophobia. Like they hate people of other races because those other races are always trying to kill them, though. So it makes sense. Like orcs are literally trying to eat your children, so you hate orcs. And they create super soldiers. Like, so when you think of fantasy universes, this is for people who don't know, because I know there's going to be lots of people who already know this. When you think of fantasy universes, you think of like Star Wars or Starship Troopers or Star Trek or any of those, and you think like who would win? Warhammer 40K would be the one that would win because everybody in here. So the super soldiers that they have in here are guys who are able to run faster than you can see. And all of these guys, all of these soldiers are super soldiers. And they're all that powerful. And they all have like multiple organ systems. So if you rip out one of their hearts or they get shot in the heart, they can still keep going. These guys, these spacemen. And the orcs are just as powerful. And these suits that they wear are like tanks. Like they can take anti-tank rounds. Anyway, it's a really cool universe, really cool lore. There's a lot more lore than you're going to get from me talking to you about it right now, and even from playing the game. Go check it out. I'm adding it to my wish list. I'm going to buy this. Yeah. I wanted to see if they fixed the issue that I was talking about. Because if you look at the game, it looks really zoomed in. Like when you're actually playing it, it's like this. Let me see if that's Dawn of War 2, which is a good game. But I'm trying to find where it shows you, because you always are going to want to you're going to feel like you need to zoom out when you're playing it. Right here. Okay. So you're going to feel like you want to zoom out. Well, maybe you can kind of get it, but like you don't feel like you want to zoom out, but that's as far as you can zoom out. So you have this whole big map and you're like, "Oh, I want to check out the rest of the map." You can't. Basically you can't. And that sucks. But that's kind of a new age. Like having played newer games, that's why it feels that way. But anyway, I love the game. Go check it out, guys. We've spent too much time on this. Let's read the comments. This game is responsible for getting so many into Warhammer 40K. There you go. I'm one. So,
you hear the voices too?
The voices? What do you mean? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's because Chaos is a faction, and they're actually like space demons. And when they actually have magic powers, because magic exists in this world. And the space demons, they're able to like corrupt people, so there's always like, guard yourself from the demon. Winter Assault was one of the greatest RTS campaigns ever made. Yeah. And normal humans are in this world. They're called the Imperial Guard. But they kind of suck. Their big thing is that there's a lot of them, and that's how they're able to actually fight. But they're just regular guys. It's like imagine if every soldier that was fighting like generally was like the Incredible Hulk, and then you're a guy with a gun. Orcs are all as strong as the Incredible Hulk. Everybody's as strong as the Incredible Hulk, and then you're a guy with a gun. But there's so many of those guys that's how they win battles. They seriously need to do a remake of the last. Yeah, they need to do a remake of the Last Stand feature in Dawn of War 2, but seriously expand the roster. Imagine a play. Okay, I see what they're saying. That's the second game though. Yeah, tears in my eyes. This game is the reason I got into 40K. So people are very nostalgic, and it's a really good game. Go check it out, guys. Yeah. All right. But anything else you want to say about it? I know you seemed pretty impressed, but maybe I'm talking too much.
Yeah, it looks really good. It looks really good. Yeah, and I always love whenever. We've talked about it before, like, if they're coming out with a remastered, they have to do the before and after looks, and they did an awesome job with this trailer to do that.
Yeah,
it looks really good.
This is good. One of the cool things though is, like I said, the lore, because if there's no, this is the problem I have with games like Elden Ring. Like if there's no narrative behind what I'm doing and who I am as a character. Yeah. I don't care. I don't care, man. Yeah. But like, I serve the Emperor of the Imperium. Like you get into like, oh, I'm these guys and it's cool. So, But all right, guys, we're going to be getting into the movies now because we only did 4 game trailers, but we're doing 6 trailers total. We're doing our 10 trailers total, just 6 movies. So let's move on to the next one. So here we go. Don't forget to check me out on Twitch and join the Discord where you can voice chat with me while I live stream, and you won't be recorded or anything on YouTube and Twitch, so that's pretty cool. You can also find me on Facebook and Instagram. If you like to read, you can see my after-action reports on my blog. And if you are interested, you can get some merch from my spring store. The links for everything are in the description below.